Yo, what's up guys, it's Jack and welcome back to another video, and look what we have here, back on Black Ops 3, and much to my surprise, even though I haven't touched this game in the better part of a year, and it could be an entire year, I'm not sure exactly, but around that time period, well, this game is playing a hell of a lot better than I remember it, or that I thought it would, so, I guess you can say I'm having a damn good time with it, and I've been streaming it lately, and I apologize for not making that many videos a lot this week. It just makes more sense to stream. It just made more sense this week to stream more because of the triple plate contract that I'm hoping that I'll finally get a weapon that I want, mainly the AN94 or the KVN44, whatever it's called in this game. But long story short, I've been having a lot of fun, and I've been pretty much streaming it. And right now, I played a little bit off stream today before going to work, and I'm up to, I think, just under 50 wins now after starting this yesterday. So, but going into the weekend doing more shifts, and because I've been doing a lot of shifts and even covering people's shifts as well, because I'm trying to make as much money as possible, especially with this really short amount of period of time that we have left in the work season. So I got to grind as much as I can right now, so that way I'll be better off later on, especially with the things that I got going on. Lo and behold, today we've got beta updates, and we also found out that apparently the Blackout is going to have its own beta. So it's not going to be with the traditional multiplayer beta. It's going to be just its own thing, and we don't know further details other than the fact that it's going to come in September, and we also don't know exactly how long it's going to last. But as far as the traditional multiplayer beta goes, it's the same as usual. PlayStation's going to get it first. PlayStation's going to have it for 2 weeks. Xbox is only going to have it for a few days, and PC is only going to have it for a few days. But hey, it is what it is. To be fair, PlayStation, was getting the short end of the stick back when Microsoft was paying Activision or whatever or however the hell it works back during the Xbox 360 days and until through the Advanced Warfare days, and then since Black Ops 3 and beyond, it's been PlayStation. So I definitely understand it, and it's all good. But it's 2018, and things need to change, just like the whole DLC and the season pass and all that extra content needs to change. And as of right now, unfortunately, it hasn't really changed yet. What can I say? In due time, I guess we're going to, I guess we may see a change, or we never know. I mean, with Activision, you just really never know with them. They're going to, just like we said, it's been said before, they're going to try to milk this cash cow as much as possible until there's nothing left, and all these kind of good stuff. But anyway, more onto the positive side, though, is that the beta is going to come in early August, and we're definitely going to get it. And it seems that we're going to have a little bit of a beefier beta this time. Now, we don't know specifics in terms of to what level we can rank up in, or exactly what the amount of weapons are and all that kind of good stuff, but I'm sure it's going to be beefy because, quite frankly, we're going to have 6 multiplayer maps, which is roughly about twice as many as we had that we've had before, because usually we have 3 multiplayer maps, and then maybe towards the end they'll release a 4th, but this time we're getting 6, and who knows, they might even release a 7th, who knows. But as of right now, this raises a lot of questions. It raises the questions that how many maps are going to be in the game in total. Obviously, people have already said that if we're only going to have like 12 maps at launch or whatnot, and then Nuketown later on or whatnot, it seems like a disappointing number, especially since about 4 of the maps that have been in past Call of Duties are going to make a return. And speaking of making a return, I'm expecting Fringe to make a return in the next one, and possibly Combine, because Fringe and Combine were 2 of the most loved multiplayer maps in Black Ops 3, and yeah, especially since they've made this one here that you're seeing right now, Fringe Nightfall, which I absolutely adore this map. I mean, just turning changing a map from day to night, and maybe adding in some rain or some snow or stuff like that, like they did with this map, changes everything. Even though it's the exact same map, it changes everything. And I mentioned this very briefly on stream. I mean, can you imagine if every map had that kind of thing, to where, one time you can have it during the day, once you can have it at night, or maybe you can have a snow, or all sorts of different weather effects. I mean, imagine Hijacked from Black Ops 2 or Raid from Black Ops 2 at night with maybe even some rain or some snow or something like that. I mean, little things like that make all the difference. They don't just have to remaster maps. They can change everything, and the thing is, they can do this, and it's like, why don't they do this? Well, I guess it's I mean, I'm not a developer, but again, at the same time, from a business standpoint as well as a as well as a developer standpoint, I mean, it takes the more time you spend doing something, the less time you take, the more time you take away from doing something else. So, I mean, I can understand you can only play the same maps so many times, but at the same time, if those maps are good, you know, and plus you can have your fair share of new maps, and only a certain percentage of those maps are going to stand out. But anyway, but yeah, I can tell you that with Black Ops 4, in terms of the beta, it sucks that it's the same old, but I guess you can say that if you know, you could pretty much see it coming, especially with the way they have the whole DLC planned or whatnot, even though it's also been said that they're going to have plenty of free, quote-unquote, free events that are going to be more than any other Call of Duty to date, at least according to Drifter, what he's been told from Activision representatives or whatnot in one of his more recent Black Ops 4 videos. But at least, you know, I mean, who knows? Potentially this could be a really great year, but right now, I've never seen a Call of Duty game, and even more so, a Treyarch Call of Duty game that has been, where the hype is like so dead, and obviously it's because of the decisions that have mostly been made by Activision, the way they're handling the financial side of things. But I honestly have never seen such hype dying for a game that could potentially be good, because let's face the facts here. None of us have really gotten our hands on the game, and we're making a lot of assumptions, but at the same time, you can't fully judge a game until you get your hands on it. And the thing is, even with all the things, with a good amount of things pointing to the negative, there are still a lot of positive things to be said about Black Ops 4. For instance, every single Treyarch game, okay, especially a boots on the ground Treyarch game, has been absolutely legendary. Even Black Ops 3 was obviously a really good game. So Treyarch has yet to let us down. So until we get our hands on the game, we can't fully conclude that they will let us down. And at the same time, it's been a while since we've had a boots on the ground Treyarch game. Black Ops 2 was the last boots on the ground Treyarch game, and that game, in my humble opinion, you're more than welcome to have a different opinion if you like. And I know that there are people out there that do have varying opinions on the subject, and I more than respect that. But Black Ops 2 was, in my opinion, was absolutely amazing. So now I'm not exactly expecting the game to be like another Black Ops 2 or whatnot. I mean, I'm expecting it to play like a mixture of Black Ops. From everything we've seen so far, it's going to be like a mixture of Black Ops 3 and some Black Ops 2. And who knows, maybe even a little bit of Black Ops 1 thrown in the mix. But at the same time, I mean, you know, if the gameplay of a Treyarch game is good by default, then there doesn't really need that much to be changed. So let's hope with the different additions and omissions that they've put into the game, or that they've implemented in the game, so to speak, let's hope that it's not so significant that it changes the core of what Call of Duty is in the first place. And I feel like I've done this commentary before, because it's something that I mentioned before, but we can't really forget about these things, because these things are extremely, extremely important when it comes to Call of Duty. And look at the bright side. Let's go even beyond that. Let's say the game is good, but at the same time there are a lot of things that we don't like about it. One thing I can tell you for sure is that Infinity Ward is watching, and there's rumors that we're going to get a campaign, so I think a lot of people will be happy about that in terms of Modern Warfare 4. And all the things that we didn't like from Black Ops, from this game here, depending on how it goes when it comes out, you know, maybe they can change it for the better with Infinity Ward and Modern Warfare 4, and you never know. And you certainly don't know, because at the same time, they've also rehired people that were from the original Infinity Ward that left, and then now they're back and they're put in leadership positions for the multiplayer, as they once were before. So, you know, I mean, again, let's think positive, and let's just hope that we have a good year ahead of us. And like I've said before in previous videos, if we don't have a good year, at least there's always other games to play. And at the same time, though, again, going back to the positivity of things, Treyarch has yet to let us down. So until they do, we're just going to have to wait and see. And in terms of the way whatever's going to happen with Blackout, it's a whole different beast. It could very well be a mess when it comes out, but at the same time, after the life cycle is over, it could very well be fixed and be a much better game than it originally was when it first came out. And in the long run, it may very well be great. It might not be as great in the beginning, but at the end it could be great. So yeah, all this information apparently came out today. and I just wanted to put my 2 cents on it. And again, I apologize for not making a video for so long. I think it's been a week, if not slightly over, slightly under. But yeah, with everything that's been going on with work and the shifts that I've been covering, and as well as my own shifts that I do and the doubles that I do, you know, it just made more sense just to stream as opposed to making a video. Yeah, let me know down in the comment section what you guys think, and what do you think of Blackout and it having its own beta date, and do you guys think it's going to last long, and do you have any hopes or expectations for Blackout, and as well as the beta for the traditional Black Ops 4 multiplayer, and I also will be giving away beta codes because I've pre-ordered the game for both systems, and I will have a few extras, so follow me on Twitter. And yeah, that's all I got for this one, guys. Let everything be known down in the comments section, and as always, if you enjoyed the video, let me know, and if you didn't, let me know what I can do to make my videos better, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.